of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Just a little off. Incomplete. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Anderson. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown tie. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try the run. He has the 1st and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the tailback. Running to Green. He's loose.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is a drive drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. LSU quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. At the 45 on his way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Banks the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown LSU.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT
turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hale. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air, it's Simpson. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
He wants to throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play, playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Might be changing the route. They want to run it left here. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. Touchdown tie. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes his man miss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to throw, it's Beck. Still looking, on the move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here comes the heat. They make the catch, and the defense will will force the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He fires one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Give to the running back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Carr. Sets up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before a stop. Receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
to the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Man, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Quarterback making checks. They've got a first down here to open the period. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position than the first game completion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're going to run it. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Love. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Horton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. The Tide will get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw it from the red zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama quickly back to the line. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Catch inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw again. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The extra point here would tie the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Pressure coming. Soft spot in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Works the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Got the quick pass. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it work.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting. Because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the cut.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Locke. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous position.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in Big Ten college football. Not good.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Might be calling a hot route. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's full. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Home, they knock him down back at the 45.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
To the air, it's Flores. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Dropping back, it's Flores. Bust through behind his pad. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football.
Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. First play of the period, first down here. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. The Ducks get it past the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, first and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Dances away. Gonna try to get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going right and going deep. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They march. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the move, it's Brock. Shakes off the defender. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have a day, young fella.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's low. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's low. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense working from the pistol. the 21. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes,
couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He fires one deep over the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Back open in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
to be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. But on this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He'll set up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, he started rolling to...
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.